Someday soon, each and every one of us will see our demons going down for the final count.
I dried my eyes with the lies and woke up blind. Stretched my mind to the size of the open sky. Never closed-minded, change comes unbinded. Freely it moves, you adjust the guide. Abrupt asylum, may interrupt your assignment. Disrupt the climate, accept decline. Freaking speed decided, equally you hide it. Either we beside it or we behind it. Never in front, like we supplied it. But we describe it, write it down and testify it. Changes God's sign and evidence His mind and His own. God's time and His presence is before beyond. Know much more than we want, taking our knees up under His arm. God speed out what He performs. At odds we battle ourselves, plus much more. Devils and demons, thoughts ain't so pure. The mind is the region where all is heard. Just take time to read it and hold with your words. Don't make them your father think long when you blurt out something that hurts and makes it all worse. If someone say church, better get a safe verse. Lies I rehearse, no props, no makeup. You find when you search, you knock, they wake up. I pray this takes us amongst the greatest. I come up from vacant to fulfill with graces. From dirt roads to stages, from her soul to praises. Just to look on those faces of those He changes. Patience from anxious, now they're breaking no fainting. Wings are sprouting and taking them places. No need for doubting, no faking the faces. I'm talking really overjoyed, taking the paces, on the steps, the proper arrangement. In order to flesh, spirit's your main gift. Thank Him, praise and maintain. While He's doing the changing, He's doing the aiming. So keep your eyes on the mark of higher calling of greatness. Now that's what I call changes. 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 Now that's what I call changes.
So you gotta accept
that's what I call
changes.
Change is good. Now that's what I call changes. Alright, good afternoon, School Street. Mr. Kevin, you can call me Mr. Kevin, you can call me Addalesson, you can call me Miss Copeland, son. First of all, I want to thank Ms. Anderson, I want to thank Principal Smith, and of course my mom for allowing me to be here to talk to you all. Like I said, my name is Kevin, I go by the rap name of Addalesson. I'm one half of Parent Teacher Association with me and a friend of mine from college. Go by the name of me, Mark. He's a teacher. He teaches in Duplin County. He's a math teacher. So shout out to him. He makes all our beats. I'm also in the United States Navy. Been in the Navy for about 6.5, going on 7 years. I've been stationed on a ship, USS Ross. I did 2 deployments over in the Gulf. I've seen tons of countries all around the world. I've been doing hip hop as long as I can remember. I fell in love with rap when I was you guys. It's been a part of my life ever since then. Alright, so what I'm going to present is called Hip Hop, Much More Than Music. And what I'm going to do is give a little bit of history of hip hop, and then we're going to talk about different things, the elements that make up hip hop, and then some positive and some of the negative aspects of hip hop, and what we can do to change it, what we can do to also change the world. So hip hop impact. Hip hop has influenced individual lives, communities, businesses, and places all around the world. It has grown from the block parties that it originated in, and to a global force in marketing, entertainment, and education. Here we are at your school talking about hip-hop. Alright? It's used in marketing. You see hip-hop used in all types of commercials. They sell all types of products, from food to shoes to clothes. Alright? So it's grown from just being a little music that we used to party with to things that big, gigantic corporations use to sell their products. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to know the history of hip-hop, not only as a form of music, but as the entire culture. So we're going to learn about everything that affects hip-hop in a big aspect, not just music. We're going to identify the main elements that comprise hip-hop and how they started. We're going to have a better understanding of hip-hop's impact on our community. Alright? And then we're going to better identify with some of the imagery, with some of the things that we see in the videos, and some of the things that they use in popular music and popular culture. And we're going to learn what's appropriate stuff to use and what's some inappropriate things. Alright? So a little bit of history about hip hop. Who knows where hip hop started? we'll talk about when later. Who knows where? What you got? Where you going? Yeah, something around. That's what it is. Who knows where it started? What place? Attention to detail. Attention to detail. We teach that in the military. Good answer. It started in the Bronx, New York in 1971. Alright, and how hip hop kind of started, what was happening from the 40s to the 60s in the Bronx is they were building roads. Huge roads, and these roads were being built and they were taking down tons of houses. And so people were losing their houses, people were becoming homeless and things like that. And also some of the people that didn't want their house taken down, they moved away. So you have this big area, this big city that's losing people, right? People losing houses. Things like that happen, so the poverty increased, and people were losing jobs, there was a lot of poverty, abandoned buildings, and so what happened is there became a big crime and gang culture, right? Anytime there's a big crime and gang culture, it affects everybody. And so what happened was, some of the kids didn't have places to play anymore. Gangs they were causing trouble at all the discos that they partied at, and so it was just a dangerous place. So with this guy named, by the name of Clive Campbell, also known as DJ Kool Herc, what he did, he wanted to get the parties back started. So he had to find something new and inventive to start the parties. So what Kool Herc did was he started taking the records and he found the part in the record that didn't have any words. It was just the drums playing, just the piano, just the trumpets. And he found a way to stretch that part to make it last a little bit longer. And so this changed the landscape of music. This became known as a break. They play the records and they stretch out this part and everybody will dance. And they bring the best dance moves to this break, to this part of the record that was just playing the music. Right? And so that spread around the Bronx. Kool Herc did it. There's African Bambaataa and Grandmaster Flash. And some of those are the three main pioneers of hip hop. So they took this music and they began to go to different neighborhoods. They started going to other types of clubs. They didn't just play the music that they were used to listen to. They would go to the rock clubs and the punk clubs and the electro clubs, and they'd spin these records, and everybody liked it. And so all of a sudden, you had people in communities who wouldn't usually talk to each other, being friends and coming together, all because of this music. All right? So some of the elements of hip hop. We got DJ. What's DJ? Who knows what DJ is? The DJ goes to the party, that's right, he goes to the party. What do DJs do? Yeah, DJing at a party, that's correct. What do DJs do? Yep, they play music. What other things do they do? What you got? There you go, there you go. That's one of the main things. DJs spin records or play records. And one of the most important things about being a DJ is knowing what record to spin, what record to play. Knowing what music you can put on that's going to make everybody in the party dance. Alright, so that's one of the key things with DJ. And they would find the best records. DJs were known as crate diggers. So records came in these big box crates, like milk crates. And they go through them and they pick out records, pick out records, pick out records. And the thing about a DJ, they come to these parties and whoever had the best records, DJ these parties. And so then they take those records and then they begin to add different techniques like cutting and scratching. So moving their hand across the record, making different sound effects, playing multiple records at a time, slowing records down, playing them backwards, changing the volume, and this altered the music, but this changed the music in different ways and made people dance in different ways. Alright, breakdance is another number. Who knows what breakdance is? You know what you got? Yes, it is. Doing all these cool moves on the dance floor. Excellent. What you got about breakdancing? You do splits? Exactly. That's a breakdancing move. What you got? Yeah, dancing all around the place. Very good. What you got?
You do lots of flips.
Lots of flips. Very good. Very good. Those are all excellent answers. Breakdancing, it consists of flips and spins, head spins, all types of moves. It's all part of breakdancing. And so when the DJs would make those breaks in the records, people would start doing their best moves. And that's how breakdancing starts. All right, the next element is graffiti. Who knows what graffiti is? That's very good at drawing stuff, making it look like it's real, but it's not. Those are different graffiti techniques. What you got?
A big painting on
Yep. Big paintings on big walls. Very good. What you got?
Stuff like spray paint and stuff like that. My dad told me from the early years, and he told me the video and something like that.
Very good, very good. She brought up Run DMC. Those were some early 5 years of hip hop. But you can see in some of the videos, and even now, graffiti is still used. If you go in any inner city, you'll see graffiti on trains and buildings. And what happened, how graffiti really started was, like I told you about what's happening in the Bronx. All these buildings were abandoned, and so neighborhoods didn't look so good anymore. And so these kids were still living out there, and they wanted to make their neighborhood look nice. So a lot of them put their names on the wall and colorful letters and put their crew's name on the wall. And then hip-hop has always been something that's competitive. It's been where people want to be better than the next person. And so they would do their name, and then somebody else would go, I'm going to do my name better. And then somebody else would go, I'm going to do a picture. And so it started just in these rundown neighborhoods. They spray painted walls. Now, take in mind graffiti is illegal, so don't go around just spray painting random stuff, okay? But that's how graffiti started. It was a very important element of hip-hop because it was a way for these people to express themselves, all right? And the last element is MCing. Who knows what MCing is?
It's like DJing,
Kind of like DJing, very good. MC works with the DJ. What you got?
I have to talk about
What you got?
names like draw the name of with spray paint ain't that hard about
Yep, they do. And that's one reason why graffiti is illegal. Because the gangs would do it and they marked their territories. And so that became a crime. Police would know where the gang activity was, and they also use it to try to scare people. Gangs would put their mark around areas and to try to scare the people that live in that area. What you got? He does the song. Tell me MC? Perfect. He does the song. Very good. MC stands for Master of Ceremony. The MC is the one who has the microphone. How MCing started, they used to just introduce the songs. The first idea was just say, this song is this, and that was it. So then some guys were like, well, I'm going to say the song and I'm going to introduce the DJ. I'm going to talk a little bit more on the microphone. So they say the song, and then they say, and this is DJ Cutmaster whatever. And then other guys, like I told you, hip-hop is very competitive. Everybody wants to be better than the next one. And so other guys go, I'm going to introduce the song, I'm going to introduce the DJ, and I'm going to introduce myself. Right? And then it became cooler ways to introduce yourself, and cooler ways to talk about yourself. And that continued to grow and grow, so they were actually putting lyrics or writing words to these songs. So those are the elements of hip-hop. DJs, breakdancing, graffiti, and singing. So you got these elements, you got this thing that started in block parties. One of the first hip-hop party, I wanted to share this with you, that Cool Herc did. He did it in the recreation room of his apartment complex. And it was, he just did a fundraiser for his sister to get her money for school clothes. He charged the boys 50 cents, he charged girls 25 cents to come to this party in this recreation room in the apartment complex. So something that started in a recreation room in the apartment complex for 50 cents for 25 cents has grown into $1 billion industry. So never think that your ideas are too small. All right?
You may need a colander. This ain't watered down popular sound. You may have a problem, bruh. Is this the final hour, cuz? They done hit the lights like it ain't right to seem bright.
You're such a chicken. I didn't say I wouldn't fight. You're always not saying something. Yeah. You want to fight? Both of us? Yeah, I mean one at a time. That's not fair. I'm not gonna fight a chicken. Me too. I'm not a chicken. Beat it, chicken.
Dumb down, shucking jive, tapping dance, look alive, but inside just die.